Hi, my name is Raquel Salcedo. I'm going to talk a little bit about what I learned in this subject. What all the things that I learned can be useful for my future career. First of all, I'm going to start speaking a little bit about each unit, and I'm going to start with the first one. At Unit 1, I will learn, I learned about the definition, what is the culture. Culture is the behavior, the custom, the idea, the belief that everyone have from a cult, from a society or from a group. I also think it's really important for my career because first of all, one day in my work probably I'm going to work with different people, like probably one from the India or one from USA. So I have to know about different things and different behaviors from each culture. For me, it's not going to be the same that from them. So also we study about the model of the culture. We have to know that there is two concepts, is the visible and the invisible. This is one model, it's called the pyramid. There are many behaviors from humans, so which we raise, and at the end is from our natural culture. So, but unfortunately, also we have like a stereotype. A stereotype is not good for relationship, but everyone has. Basically, the stereotype are assumption and prejudice. An opinion, and this discriminate people from different cultures. So that we learn from the Unit 1. At Unit 2, we learn about effective listening. What is the listening? The listening is the key to have good communication. First of all, listening is the ability of receive and interpret message with someone. For example, you can imagine that one day we are working and someone is talking with us and we are distracted or we are not listening to him, so probably he's going to be feel bad. So during the unit we learn 10 principles of listening. For example, stop talking. If someone is talking with you, you have to respect him or empathize. We have to put the situation easy for the speaker, be patient, listen to the tone, listen for ideas. So there are some keys for have a good communication with someone. Also, we learn about two types of listening. We have the verbal and non-verbal. This is really important because for sure, like the thing that you do when you are talking is important. For example, if you are with your boss or you are having you are talking about an essay or something like that, you have to be in good mood, like move a little bit your hands, have the eye contact always, all the things. For example, if you are having a presentation or something like that. The non-verbal signs are really important, as same that the verbal signs. Also the posture, or as I said, the eye contact. Well, along this Unit 3, we learn how getting our message across successfully. As we know, we have verbal communication and non-verbal communication. The verbal communication involves the proper use of words, whereas the non-verbal communication, no words are used to communicate broad expression. So, in my future career, for example, the non-verbal sign is going to be too important because it's going to help to send my message much better. But also, I really hope work in a place with social relationship and always have contact with human. So the verbal communication is going to be so important too. Also along the unit, we learn tips to be an effective public speaker. For example, research a topic, be focused, organize your idea logically, tell a story. If we learn tips, we also learn things that we recommendation for about mistake, you know. So for example, reading a big word for a word, or with need using brain technical language, not have a point. So that's all. Well, on the unit 4 we learned importance of relationship. We know that we are social, and we need have social relationship, because I think it's the base of the first of all, be happy. So also we are going, for sure, like in the future we are going to work with people from different culture. So these have benefit but also has challenge. For example, discriminative, negative stereotype, but also build a rapport at work is so important. Rapport is a stage of harmony that understands another individual or group. So as I always say, that if you are working in a place, you have to be comfortable, and also like you have to have good relationship with everyone. So third, if we are at work and we are new, or someone is, and we have a new co-worker, we have to break the ice. Also is that make feel comfortable the person, and also this build better relationship. For have that, making question is important, but we have to know that how to ask the question. We have formal and informal. It depends with who are talking. If we are talking with our boss, we have to make formal question. And also we have close and open. If, for example, if I'm asking an employee, I have to use a leading question. This is a formal way, but also it's an open way. So as I said before, like we are going to meet different culture, and we're gonna work with different persons, but we have to know that we have different language at first and different costume as second. Different language, for example, the diversity, the vocabulary, the verbal style, but also the costume. For example, relationship between female and male are different. The humor is different, so we have to be careful with that things too. We have to keep this in mind. Well, the last unit we learned really interesting things. Also, well, for our career, because I think we're at the end of this part of our life, like university, so we have to be ready for work. At the beginning of the unit, talk about the CV and how to structure a CV, how to write it, what you like, some ideas for what to write, some expression that you have to use. So I think it's important. Also, in the second part, we learn about how to write a cover letter, like to send a professional letter. And at the end, talk about tips to face an interview. For example, during the whole subject we were talking about verbal and non-verbal signs. So we have to put this in practice in an interview. We have to be relaxed. We have to have the contact eyes. We have to be comfortable, to be on time, take a deep before talk. So I think this is really important. During this whole subject, I learned some good things, some good types, and I think this is gonna be good to know for my future, and for sure if like when I will work working, I think all of this is gonna be so useful for my life. So that's all. Thank you very much, and bye.